I'm Jennifer Griswold.
And I'm Craig DeGrelli, and we are honored to introduce one of this year's inductees of the 2013 Nebraska Broadcasters Association Hall of Fame.
Ken Fearnow began his radio career as a disc jockey and television weathercaster on Midway Island while in the Navy. After working through the ranks of programming, sales, and management at a small station in Oklahoma City, he managed his first radio station in Tulsa before joining Great Empire Broadcasting in 1979.
Fearnow was vice president and general manager of WOW AM FM in Omaha from 1983 to 1999, where he also served on the NBA Board of Directors and was its chairman in 1988. He later served as the Legislative Liaison Committee Chair for the association.
After WOW was sold, Ken held a similar position at Journal Operations in Wichita, where KFDI FM was named Kansas Station of the Year in 1999 and 2000. He returned to Omaha in 2002 as president of Waitt Radio Networks and grew format affiliations from 48 to 155 stations in only 2 years.
In 2004, he was named Regional Vice-President of Waitt NRG Radio in Omaha, where he guided the 8-station cluster to a 10-fold bottom-line increase. In 2007, he moved to Cumulus Media's 5-radio station cluster in Lexington, Kentucky, as Vice President and General Manager, and directed its turnaround.
In 2008, he transferred to Cumulus's Fayetteville and Fort Smith, Arkansas radio operations, which included 11 stations. After a brief hiatus from radio, Ken became Senior VP of Operations for the Payne Radio Group in eastern Oklahoma, and from 2011 to 2012, he was General Manager of Stillwater Broadcasting, LLC, overseeing 4 radio stations serving the Stillwater, Oklahoma area.
He recently retired from the radio industry and is now president of Bright Star Care of Edmond, Oklahoma, which provides the full continuum of home care. Throughout Ken's illustrious career, Ken has influenced many and continues to brighten the lives of everyone he meets.
Tonight, a few of them have a special message for the man who means so much to them. Take a look.
I was working for him. He was the general manager, I was a salesperson. He was very calm, he was very direct, he was very easy to get along with, he explained himself well. I got really tired of the sales meetings on Saturday morning from 8 to 10 every Saturday. I haven't seen him and talked to him in quite a while. We have an awful lot of mutual friends, so we all kind of know what each other are doing. We've built some good friendships of some people that are probably either on this tape or know that this is going on as well. No, that's why I was honored to step up and do this as one of his ex-employees.
Ken Fearnow is the reason I'm sitting here today. I first moved to Omaha, Nebraska in 1991 with Ken Fearnow bringing me to WOW Radio. And then I left, was gone, and then I came back to town in 2004 because Ken brought me back to Waitt Radio. So the reason I'm here today in Omaha at all is because of Ken Fearnow. A couple of things about Ken is he's very careful, he's consistent, he's fair, and you always know where he's coming from. You know, I do enjoyed working for Ken with that. And then also he had a good sense of humor. He always laughed at my humor, so I thought he had a good sense of humor at least because he liked my jokes. And Ken then put me in charge. Everybody was gone. I was the only one there as far as the sales staff goes. And he put me at the age of like 24 in charge of anything that happened while they were away. And I told Ken, hey, what do I do if some decision comes up? And he said, Greg, you can't make a bad decision. No decision is worse than a bad decision. So if you have a decision to make, just decide and we'll go with it. Well, Ken, first of all, what took so long to get you here? You know, I mean, you should have got this award a long time ago, but I'm glad you're getting it now. Obviously, you deserve it. You've touched a lot of lives, including myself. I would not be sitting here at Salem Radio doing what we've done with the success we've had over the years without your involvement in my life. And bringing me into the business out of college, and then bringing me back to Omaha to continue my time in the business here in Omaha, and eventually now with Salem Radio as a general manager. So, first of all, thank you. I don't want to give you part of my salary exactly, but I want to tell you thank you personally. And then also I want to say that, you know, you may get discouraged sometimes about what you've done over your career or feel like, man, did I really make a difference? But I'm one guy you can say you made a difference in, and I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, with Ken, you never saw that he felt any pressure. He was unperturbed in every step of the way. That's what made him so good with people. And his leadership was really quite extraordinary in terms of his ability to take people in seemingly impossible situations and move them through that process. I don't think there could be a better pick. You know, not only did he work for us with the Waitt radio networks and really grow that enterprise for us, but there came a point in time with our Omaha cluster of stations that we really needed strong leadership there. Probably one of the highest compliments I could pay him is he was just a real man. And he was a person, or is a person, with a strong foundation in really terrific hardcore values. I can't think of anybody that's more deserving of the honor. And I know that he came with a history before he came with us. I mean, he's got a long track record of proven success and strong, solid, ethical leadership. And that's something that we see more rarely today than we used to. And so I know that he's touched the lives of a lot of different people through his work, and hopefully he's been able to convey some of those values and that leadership to others.
Good evening. I'm Howard Schreier, former Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer with Pappas Telecasting Companies, and a 35-year friend and admirer of Ken Fearnow. It's an honor to recognize Ken for his contributions to the broadcasting industry and his induction into the Nebraska Broadcaster Association's Hall of Fame. There was a time during a business career when an individual transitions from veteran to pioneer. Well, Ken has reached that threshold. Ken distinguished himself marketing country and western music long before it was fashionable. He was a trailblazer, but you know, he may have taken it too far. When I saw him riding that Clydesdale horse to work, I realized then and there how committed he was. But frankly, I never understood why he wore holsters without guns. While slight in stature, Ken is one of the biggest men I know. Extremely successful, a man of great character and extraordinary vision. Ken has been a major contributor to the broadcasting community and most importantly fulfilled his responsibilities to the general community. Please join me in congratulating Ken on a very well-deserved recognition. Thank you.
Hey there, Ken. I can't tell you how happy I am that you're receiving such a prestigious honor as being inducted into the Nebraska Broadcasters Hall of Fame. You've accomplished so much in your radio career. You've touched so many lives and you've run so many successful operations. I can't imagine there's a more deserving person than you. You know, I only wish that Dad could have been around to see you receive this honor. He probably would have been the one guy in the room more excited than you were. And I hope you know, Ken, how proud he was of the broadcaster you became. The way you took the reins of WOW after a legend like Glenn Valentine's passing and guided it with a steady hand to become one of the crown jewels of the great Empire organization was such a testament to your hard work, discipline, your character, and your fortitude. You know, you've told me in the past how grateful you were for the time that you worked with Dad, but I would tell you that the happiness and pride he had in seeing you develop from a young sales manager into an experienced and successful market manager was equal, if not greater. You know, I like to think Dad's looking down on this special evening with a big smile on his face. He's probably saying something like, "Good on you, old Kenny. You done good, partner." I don't think there's much I can add to that except congratulations, Ken. I'm proud of you too.
So without further ado, we'd like to congratulate one of tonight's Hall of Fame inductees.
Put your hands together for Ken Fearnow.